friends. Today we're ready for lesson 10-7, add using place value. Today we're going to be on pages 579, 580, 581, and 582. Okay, it's real important to make sure you're on the right lesson, so you stay with me, okay? So you can always pause your video if you need to make sure that you're on the right lesson with me, okay? All right, so we've been working hard on our place value. We've been adding two-digit numbers, and we've been practicing lots of different strategies to do so. Can you think of some of the strategies that we have practiced? See if you can name one. Well, sometimes we use our place value blocks, right? And sometimes we draw our place value blocks. We draw our sticks and circles. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna practice that today. Today we're gonna talk about making tens. Okay, we know that whenever we get a chance to make a group of 10, it just makes things easier for us, doesn't it? Makes it easier to count. And we're gonna use that today. All right, let's read our solve and share. It says, Al has 25 rocks. His friend gives him 16 more rocks. How many rocks does Al have now? Can you make a 10? Show how you know. Use blocks to help you. So remember, if you are at home and you don't have blocks, you could draw it. You know, right now I'm at home, and so I will use my marker and I will draw my blocks. But if you're at school and you have your place value blocks, you can always use those too. Okay? All right, so first of all, we have to think about what they want us to find out. We're trying to add two numbers together, right? What are we trying to add together? Yeah, 25 plus 16, right? So we're adding those together, but we want to find out if we're going to be making a 10. Okay, so let's start by drawing our blocks here. Okay, so first I'm going to draw the number 25. Think about what that would look like. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Remember, the long sticks are sticks of 10, and the circles are our ones, right? So there's 25. And now I need to add 16 more. Think about how we would draw 16. I'll leave a little bit of a space. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so we want to add these together, but they also want to know if we can make a 10. Okay, so we've already got some 10s, right? We've got our sticks of 10. But look at all these ones I'm going to be adding together. I always put my ones together and my 10s together, right? So I'm going to start counting my ones and see if there's enough to put them together to make another group of 10. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are there enough? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to kind of circle these together. I don't know that it's really a circle, but can you see how I'm putting all those ones together to make another group of 10? Are there any leftovers? Yeah, there's one left over here, right? It's still a 1. Okay, so were we able to make a 10? Yes, so they want us to answer either yes or no. Yes, we had enough to make another group of 10. Let's circle yes. Okay, now we still have to figure out the answer. So let's count. And when we count this big circle, we're going to count it. We don't have to count the individual ones anymore. It's now a group of 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, and our one extra, don't forget the extra. That would be what? 41. So 25 plus 16 equals 41. All right, so we were looking to see if when we add our blocks together, if there's enough ones that we can make another group of 10. And that's what we're going to be doing today. All right, go ahead and turn the page. Okay, remember, make sure you're right with me. I'm on page 580. Okay, let's read the top here in the green. It says, when you add, sometimes you need to make a 10. Add ones. Okay, so they've put our numbers in different columns here. They've put our 10s together in a column and our ones together in a column. Because we've talked about when we want to add our ones together and we want to add our 10s together, right? We want to group them together. Okay, so we're adding 28 plus 16. So they've drawn in these different columns here, in these boxes, they've drawn a picture. So for 2 10s, they've drawn 2 sticks of 10, okay? And 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, those are the 8 ones for the number 28, okay? And then they drew the number 16. 16 has 1 10, and here's their stick of 10 right here, and 6 ones. Here's their 6 ones right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're showing the number 28 and the drawing of 28. And they're showing the number 16, and they're showing what the blocks look like for 16. Okay? Now, they wanted to find out if there are enough to make a group of 10. Well, let's count the ones, right? We don't need to count the 10s. They're already in group of 10s, right? We want to count the ones and see if there's enough extras that we can put in a group of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a group of 10, so let's circle it. Okay, and it's going to make it so much easier to count, isn't it? We already know that's 10. Okay, so they've taken this extra group of 10 and they're counting it as a group of 10 now. We don't have to count all the individual ones anymore, okay? But we have to make sure we also count the leftovers, okay? So we would have 10, 20, 30, now another group of 10, 40, and don't forget your extras, 41, 42, 43, 44. Okay, so that's kind of what they showed over in this last box. They took, do you see all those extra dots they had over here? They have just changed them into another stick of 10. It's so much easier to count that way, isn't it? Okay, so let's make sure that answer is still correct. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So 28 plus 16 equals 44. Okay? All right, so remember, we're trying to make those groups of 10s. Let's try this one down below here on number 1. The directions say, draw blocks to add. Okay, so we've been drawing our blocks, right? Do you need to make a 10? Circle yes or no. So they're wanting us to draw a picture, circle yes or no, okay, and we have to figure out the answer. So they're asking us to do 3 different things, okay? It's important when they ask you how to do something or to do a problem, you have to make sure we're answering all that they're asking for. Okay, so let's draw our picture first. How would we draw 35? How many 10s would be in 35? 3, right? 10, 20, 30. Okay, how many 1s are in the number 35? There's a clue. 5. Yeah, 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I need to draw 15. How many 10s are in 15? Look, it shows you. What's the 10s digit? 1 10. And how many 1s? It shows you right here in the 1s digit. 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to count my 1s and see if there's enough to make a group of 10? I'm already looking at these thinking, oh, I had 5 here and 5 there. What do you know about 5 and 5? Yeah, it makes 10, doesn't it? It's a double stacked. So I'm going to circle, this is 10 right here. Okay, so was I able to make a 10? Yes. Okay, circle yes. Okay, now we have to count them all up, don't we? So we count our 10s, ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, and don't forget my new group, 50. Are there any leftovers to count? Nope, no leftovers. So our answer is 50. Now we have 5 groups of 10s, and we didn't have any 1s left over, did we? That's why there's a 0 in 50. There's 0 extra leftovers, okay? All right, let's turn to page 581. Okay, now it's your turn, okay? All right, so it says draw blocks to add. Do you need to make a 10? Circle yes or no, just like we did, okay? We have to circle yes or no. If we made a 10, we need to draw our blocks and come up with the answer, okay? So it's asking us to do 3 things. Okay, what's the first thing we need to do? First, we need to draw our blocks, don't we? Okay, so we need to draw 27. Okay, can you draw 27? 10, 20. How many ones? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, remember your picture and your number needs to match, right? The 2 in the 10s place shows 2 10s. The 7 in the 1s place shows 7 1s. Okay, those have to match, remember? All right, now let's draw 25, and then we can add them all together. How would you draw 25? 2 sticks of 10. And how many 1s? 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've drawn our blocks. Now we have to count them and see if we have 10. Does it look like there's going to be enough? You think so? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you see how I made little dots on mine? I did that so I would be able to keep track of which ones I counted. So I'm going to circle that group of 10. Are there still some leftovers? Yeah, I can't forget about those. I still have to count them, don't I? Okay, so we need to answer our question. Did we make a 10? Yes. Okay, now we have to find out the answer. We have to add them all together. You ready to count them all together? 10, 20, 30, 40. How do I count this one? 50. And now get my extras. 51, 52. 52. Okay. All right, now you're going to try that one on your own. You're going to do number 3 the same way. Draw your blocks. See if you can make a 10. Circle yes or no, and then write your answer. Okay. All right, and so you're going to do the same on 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, it looks a little different, doesn't it? Okay. But they're still giving you the same, they're still giving you 2 numbers to add. Okay. It's like here it's 37 and 33. So I could even write it over here. 37 plus 33. Okay. I know there's not really a spot to draw it, but you can make room. If you want to do it over here, that's what I would do. Or if you'd rather use blocks, you can. Okay. So you could draw 37, 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, and then add 33, 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, okay? And you would see if you had enough to make 10. because I still want to know, can you make a 10? Yes or no? And then here's where you'll write your what? Your sum or your answer, okay? So I know there's not a spot to draw your picture, but you can always do it over to the side here, okay? All right, and once you're done, you're gonna go to your last page, your problem solving page with a grown-up, okay? All right, I want you to keep working hard. Make sure you're getting your lessons done. I am proud of you. I can't wait till we all get to be back at school every day together, but keep working hard at home. Keep getting your work done and do your best. All right? Okay, see you soon.